What's going on, everybody? My name is Jacob. I'm a political science major, and I am now starting up this channel. It's going to be related to politics, the unfolding of foreign policies, certain bills, acts passed through Congress, etc. So I'm going to start trying to make at least a couple vlogs a week about the recent news and things going on around the world. But today we're going to blast off with the subject about Donald Trump. I have a lot of respect for this man, and I'm going to tell you a good, four reasons why I respect this man. Number one, he works with no political action committees, also known as PACs. He doesn't have a super PAC. He doesn't take small donations, individual donations. This man is funding everything that he does out of his pocket. So, people say Donald Trump says absurd things. He shouldn't say this. I don't want a president like this. Well, let me go and tell you the deal. But first, let me prove I'm not voting for Donald Trump in the primaries, but I'm going to defend the man because he has reasons for what he does, and he can be backed up for those reasons. He doesn't take money from anybody. He can say whatever he wants. If there were a Democratic nominees such as Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders or John Kerry or Al Gore, if they were all decide to run again, or Joe Biden, if they took $0 from super PACs or interest groups or lobbyists, say whatever you want. Whatever you want. It's your money. You say what you want. There was a court case one time decided on this issue. Should we be allowed to give money to political candidates? And the answer was yes. It was a form of speech. Money was ruled by the Supreme Court as a way as symbolizing your freedom of speech under your First Amendment rights. That is protected. So what this dude's doing is actually legal. He is in the complete legal. Some of the things he might say is absurd, but think about it. He's paying for everything he says, so I think he's okay to say what he wants. And some of the things he says really opens up the truth that other political candidates such as Hillary Clinton or Marco Rubio or Ted Cruz that are kind of scared to do so because they don't want to lose that support. They're working for lobbyists. They're in bed with donators. Donald Trump's not. He can say what he wants. Number two, Donald Trump is a great negotiator. Right now, currently, our foreign policy sucks. It's not even a Democratic-Republican issue. We've had Republicans who have been horrible, horrible foreign policy negotiators. Terrible. I can think of one right now. During the 1920s. I'm drawing a blank, but that's besides the point. The negotiation in the United States government right now is terrible. We've lost strength with the Israelites. When the president of Israel, President Rivlin, when he was reelected this past summer, Obama didn't seem very happy with him. We're supposed to protect Israel. They've always backed us for many decades. They're one of our closest allies, and they're in one of the most dangerous areas of the world right now. They're dead in the middle of Syria. They're bordered by Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Turkey. They are surrounded by these terrorist groups. Surrounded. And they've always been there for us when we've needed them. So I feel it's very important we try to keep that relationship strong. But under this current Obama-Biden administration, that relationship has kind of become a little rocky. It's kind of shed a little bit. The President Reuven Rivlin doesn't really like Obama. They don't really like each other. And that's not a good... We don't need to lose Israel as an ally. We're not stopping Vladimir Putin from supporting Bashar al-Assad. Everyone may not know about Bashar al-Assad. I'm going to give a couple background facts about him. He started his reign as I don't even know what you would consider him. I guess you can call him the president, prime minister. I mean, Syria is kind of an anarchy. They don't really have an established government. So, I mean, we'll just put it as Bashar al-Assad is the one taking the shots in Syria right now as the formal government, if you will. The reason Bashar al-Assad ever came to power is because he felt that he wanted to revolutionize Syria. He wanted to stop the evil terrorist groups, extreme Islamist groups from invading his country where he's been born, where he went to school, he studied. He got his he majored in some kind of medical field. I'm not sure of the exact, but he went to college in Syria. He got his degree there, and he's a smart man, but he wants to come out and revolutionize Syria. But what I've really found to be kind of ironic is he has genocided his own people. He has killed his own people, and the entire reason he wanted to revolutionize Syria was to give people their naturally born personal rights and liberties. So you're killing these people when you're trying to give them their national liberties and rights. That doesn't add up. That doesn't make any sense. That just sounds like to me you're trying to make a totalitarian government where no formal institution can challenge you without them being destroyed, which is what we are seeing right now in Syria. Nobody can stop Bashar al-Assad, especially with Putin backing him up. And this brings me into my point about the negotiation in the United States is terrible. John Kerry, yesterday, interview, was asked about Bashar al-Assad. He said, quote unquote, "It's time for Bashar al-Assad to go, but we need to wait for the right time to negotiate with him to step down." What do you mean? Wait, this has been going on since 2011. This dude is killing his own people. He is not revolutionizing Syria. He's trying to create a dictator, totalitarian type government. He's just like Hitler, except he's not as powerful as Hitler was when Hitler was in his Nazi Germany era. And this brings me to my point. What would Trump do? Trump wouldn't be playing this game. We need to wait for the right time to negotiate. No, Donald Trump would sit down with Putin and would sit down with Bashar al-Assad and say, look, if you don't stop right now, I'm going to put sanctions all over your government, and everything asset-wise you have in the United States, we're going to lock, which Barack Obama has tried to do. He filed an executive order to do so back in 2011 when the issue first arose. But he releases sanctions. He's released many sanctions on Bashar al-Assad, which is why he's still holding power, and he's got Vladimir Putin behind him. Vladimir Putin treats Obama and John Kerry and Joe Biden and the whole Obama executive staff as a joke. He doesn't take them serious. Obviously, he's supporting Assad, who is killing his own people in the name of revolution, which sounds to me like the incident of Coney 2012, whether or not you believe it was real or not. They were killing their own people. It's same genocide, same type of issue. It's not right. Trump would end it. Well, he would sit down with Putin. He would sit down with Bashar al-Assad. He would get what he wants because he's a billionaire, and becoming a billionaire don't mean you just you're easy on negotiating with other people. No, you're my way or no way, and if you don't like my way, I'll find someone else who will. And that's how Donald Trump is. He's bad to the bone. He brings a lot of energy to the table, and he would get it done. He would get what we need. He would put the sanctions on Bashar al-Assad. He would make them step down. He would turn them into a democratic nation, and Putin would respect him a lot more because Donald Trump would call Putin out on the red carpet any day of the week. He would do it. And now that we've kind of gotten around his foreign policy and how I think he would be a great negotiator because he very, very his way or no way, and I like that because he would get what America needs the best. And I want to talk about the Iran nuke deal now that I've talked about negotiation. The Iran nuke deal has basically put a trust on the Iranian government to allow them to create nukes within 1 year. Barack Obama, John Kerry, Joe Biden, they think this is the greatest thing ever. But in reality, when you look at the fine print, the United States has lost everything and the Iranians have gained everything. Here we are, we're relieving sanctions off of a government who has been known to house terrorists that have killed United States soldiers, and now we're going to say, oh, we're not going to trust them. Obama says it's not an act of trust, but then I don't know what it is. We're trusting them that they're not going to create a nuke and nuke Israel or nuke somebody else. We're putting nukes in the hands of a government that has been known to have corruption severely, including having terrorists having a lot of power. It's not a good situation, and Donald Trump would put the sanctions back on there, and I really think that's what needs to be done. I don't think relieving sanctions off of a country who has been known to kill United States soldiers in the name of Allah or whatever the extremists believe. They have killed United States soldiers with IEDs, other explosives, and now we're going to trust them that they're not going to create nukes because we're going to tell them that we're going to come search them. And that just boggles my mind right there. We're going to tell them when we're coming to search them. That'd be like me saying, you know, if I'm over here making, if I'm making moonshine, and the federal government or the state government, DEA, whatever, comes in and says, okay, we're going to search your house in 2 weeks at this time. Oh, you're not going to find anything relating to moonshine, I meant. You won't find anything moonshine related because I'm knowing when you're coming, I'm going to hide it. Same thing's going to happen here, and I think it's a dangerous situation. I think Trump would put the sanctions back on. He would get a deal that would benefit the United States, and he would not allow the Iranian government to have any type of control over their nuclear plants. He wouldn't allow them to create nukes, etc. It would be done. We would gain everything, and Trump would put a stop to it. I also want to talk about the fiscal policy in the United States. We have sold so many United States savings bonds to the Chinese government. China's tired of us not paying them back and we borrowing money from them. You know, we owe China trillions of dollars. One day, China's going to get tired of it, and they're going to stop funding us, and then we're going to be screwed because we're going to have no way to pay for this absurd budget that we have. We are spending approximately 71% of our fiscal budget annually on Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and other government subsidies. You know, people are abusing the system. America has gotten lazy. The statistics and the facts prove it. We have to stop wasting money. If we're going to balance this budget and start accruing a prosperous economy, we have to fix our budget. And Donald Trump obviously knows how to work a budget, and he knows how to finance. He knows how to create jobs. He has created thousands of jobs through the Trump organization. He has made billions of dollars. He has done the rules wrong. He has gone bankrupt on purpose 4 times, but every major billionaire in the world does that. Why are we singling out Donald Trump just because he's running for president? Every single billionaire that does business in the United States has done shady work, such as going bankrupt. You know, why are we holding him accountable for things that other people do just because he's running for president? That doesn't mean he doesn't understand how to create jobs, how to get rid of unwanted spending. That doesn't mean anything. He's a brilliant guy. He's brilliant when it comes to the economy. He knows what he's talking about. And Donald Trump would really, I think, put us in a path to getting us out of this national debt. He wouldn't get us out of it, but he'd put us on a path of getting us closer to getting to a path of getting us out of it, if that makes sense. Because right now the future looks bad. Social Security is going down the drain. It's going to be gone in 30 years. We're not going to have it forever, and it's got to be fixed. It's got to be fixed. So this is why I believe Donald Trump has my support if he were to win the nomination, which I don't want him to. I want somebody else to win the nomination. I want Ben Carson to win the nomination. But if he were to win, of course I'm going to vote for him. I am a conservative, and I have my reasons. I be happy to explain any in the comments below. So if you have a question or something, I will respond. If you have something against it, I will take a look at that and explain my opinion. But this is why I like Donald Trump, and this is why I respect the man. Hope everybody has a wonderful night, and I will hope to upload another video soon. Thank you. Goodbye.